So second place in that race, Teal Green out of Pacifico Christian. He had a best of 4:27.74 at 1600. Had not broken, we can tell, 10 minutes before at 3200. But boy, he had a fine race effort there. 9:25.36. So a definite medalist threat at the end of the season at the Division IV Championships. This is the third and final section, varsity boys 3,200 meter run. Run. Top talent in the field, Maximo Zavaleta out of ML King of Riverside, the junior. He has the best in this event of 8:52.51. That came in back in 2024. Multiple-time CIF champion is Zavaleta. Earlier this week announced his commitment to run next year for the Bruins of UCLA. Chris Desai of Miracosta went 9:07.10 for the full 2 miles back in December. Carson Avon, his teammate, best of 9:14.92, that coming last year at Arcadia. Christian Weber of Beckman of Irvine, he has the best of 9:10.12, that came last year at the Trophy Invitational. Rick Lopez of Roosevelt went 9:13.88 at the 2025 Southern Section Divisional Finals. Michael Scarrance out of South Pasadena went 9:17.37 for the full 2 miles back in December. Caleb Burton out of Crescenta Valley, best of 9:19.22 at the 2025 Meet of Champions. Cameron Paletich of West Ranch, he went 9:18.21 at the Don Green Invitational earlier this month. So a very deep field here, featured section of the 3,200 meter run. This is Mario Montoya. Montoya leads through 400 and 800. 6 laps remaining. Also in the field, Lyle Medeiros out of Claremont. Calvin Rivera went 4:16 recently back in Nevada. And now Zabaleta moves into the lead from King, the decorated senior from the Inland Empire. Montoya in second. Desai and Avon from Miracosta going 3-4. Moving up on the inside, currently in ninth, Scarrance of South Pasadena. Zavaleta and Montoya is looking very good in second. Desai is right there as well as Miracosta. Montoya and Desai, very familiar Bay League rivals. Zabaleta in a tempo. Montoya looking smooth in second. Lopez now up into fourth from Roosevelt. Desai looking awfully dangerous in third. Zabaleta, Montoya, Desai, about 4 meters separate those three. Lopez, Amon, Scarance, 4, 5, 6. Rivera of Nevada in 7th. Since Zabaleta opened up in 67.4, since then 67.9, 67.6, 67.7, 68.1. So in a tempo, he's got two guys right there with them. Three-person battle up front, sizing up for a great finish. Michael Scarance of South Pasadena has now moved into fourth. Calvin Rivera, Centennial, Nevada in fifth. Zabaleta trying to hold on the lead. Montoya on his home track is now in the lead. Desai is now in the lead. Those three changing off over the last 20 meters. Chris Desai, Miracosta, here comes Zabaleta. With some wheels. Miracosta in second, Montoya in third, Scarens in fourth. 8:59.29 for Chris Desai, the senior out of Miracosta. 9:02.12 for Maximo Zavaleta, third straight year in second at this race. Mario Montoya third, 9:04.56. Also breaking 9:10, Michael Scarens, 9:09.78 from South Pasadena. Carson Amen of Miracosta, 9:13.43. Dylan Menard of West Torrance, 9:13.95. So several of the South Bay runners up front. Calvin Rivera out of Centennial, Las Vegas, Nevada in seventh, 9:14.31. Christian Weber of Beckman, 9:15.50. That's good for eighth. Luke Lopez, ninth, 9:18.29. Keeps going. Hassan Syed of Beckman, top 10, 9:18.32. Sebastian Bello, 9:18.79 for 11. The top dozen all sub 9:20, 9:19.54 for Jackson Horvath out of Santiago of Corona. A great race and a phenomenal closing kick by Chris Desai of Miracosta. A very fine 8:59.29. He is your Redondo Track Festival Varsity Boys 3,200 meter champion.